all you could hear was this snuffling, this grunting, and this deep breathing, a young pride of lions. We're walking around the circumference of the tent.
Hi, this is Petra Hilleberg. We are here in the beautiful Willows Lodge in Wooden Mill, Washington. And I'm here with adventure extraordinaires, world famous Simon and Lisa Thomas.
It's lovely to be here.
So you guys have been on the road with your motorcycles, traveling the world for 13 years. You've been on every continent except Antarctica.
Yep,
and how many countries now?
78 at the moment, but
78.
We've got a total of 122 planned.
So you started in the UK?
Yeah, we started in the UK. We left in May 2003, and unlike everybody else, we thought we'd go north first. So we went up to the Arctic Circle and right to the top of Norway, and then went into Finland, and then carried on into Russia. So yeah, going north I think was a very good idea because it allowed us to test all of our equipment and make sure that it was all waterproof and warm. Because we had rain for the first 6 weeks.
6 weeks, every single day. Our first tent on this journey was the Keron GT. And we'd done a bunch of research because we were pretty green at this point. And we went out and okay, everything said waterproof, while some things absolutely were not. Other things were, and we would drive for the first 6 weeks. The tent did not let us down. And over the years, you know, you're always looking around to see what equipment changes have been made, advances in material and design, and throughout the 13 years, we are still using the Keron GT because it does its job, it does it well, it does it without fuss. And yeah, for us, that green piece of canvas has now ended up being home.
It's your only home, huh?
Yeah, it is our only home. People find that very strange to believe. They say, so where's your base? Yeah. And we go, we don't have a base. No, but where's your home? Where are your belongings? And I go, there. And I point to my motorcycle. And you could see the look of confusion come over their face, and you've been doing this continuously? And we go, yeah.
So the tent has obviously been your home.
Yeah.
And how do you guys take care of it for that long? Like, how does that?
Well, when we first started off, Simon ridiculed me for some of the equipment that I wanted.
Yeah.
And I call it equipment because I think it's essential. And I always have a clean cloth. And I have bought a small dustpan and brush, one of the tiny little camping ones.
Yeah.
And I've had the same dustpan and brush with me for the whole 13 years. And when I first bought it from this shop in the UK, he went, what on earth do you want that for? And I'm like, so I can sweep out the tent. And he's like, what do you want to do that for? I said, well, it's important so you don't roll the tent up with the muck inside it, so that you can, you can brush out the zips, you can wipe down the inside.
I made so much fun of this silly little pan and brush.
But I do it every single morning. I'm on my hands and knees, and I'm always brushing. The worst is sand, though. Sand is terrible. Yeah.
We are a little more OCD about looking after it than I think is normally necessary. I mean, any quality piece of gear you've got to take care of, but the difference is that we're in it year in, year out, in every conceivable weather and climate. It's just down to us. Yeah. So we're very, very careful, and the tent repays us because it's just not let us down.
Yeah. It's people find it difficult to believe that we can live in a tent continually. For me, it's lovely. You put everything in. Everything has its place. You zip it all up, and it doesn't matter where you are in the world, inside that tent, it's like closing the door to your home. Yeah. And we park the bikes up close, and we know that they're safe. I mean, it's like my sister told me, having a baby, you keep one ear open for the child crying, apparently. I do the same with the noise outside the tent. You've just got to keep your wits about you. But I always feel much more relaxed when I'm in the tent. I always get a fantastic night's sleep.
There are times when you're not. I was talking to some friends recently recanting I think it was our second night in Botswana. So the tent's out, and we cleared some scrub, and we checked for animal tracks. We tented out, or pegged out the tent, laid it all out, had dinner, got in the tent, and we're almost asleep. And Lisa looks over at me, and all I can see are these eyes, and they're absolutely wide open, which is a little bit odd. And I'm about to speak. She puts her hand right across my mouth, almost punches me in the face. And I said, "What's wrong?" She went, "Listen." And for about 30 minutes, all you could hear was this snuffling, this grunting, and this deep breathing, as what we realized was a young pride of lions were walking around the circumference of the tent. And as this is happening, we're lying there on our sleeping bags, like, you know, like entrees, you begin to think about the Hilleberg manual that you never read. Okay, what was the ripstop level of that material again?
But I could actually feel them putting their heads up when the fly sheet comes down, and you've just got that little bit.
And then nuzzling and pushing it and prodding it.
The other time, which also was in Africa, was when the baboons decided they didn't like the tent because they had tried to crawl it, and there was no way for them to. It was slipping, and they didn't like that. So the baboons would they'd run away, and then they'd come back at us with full force, and literally just shoulder jump into the side of the tent, and we're in there and the tent's going boing. But these were big baboons, vicious, tall baboons with the fangs, and we just lay there really quietly.
So just to cover the bases here, we know that for a very long time product development and testing is
Have you ever had a baboon jump?
and you've got wind test, but baboon test.
The baboon test is a good one. I mean, obviously we'll send you guys back out there. So now you guys are off to Alaska, right?
Yeah, one of our ambitions at the beginning of the journey, and it still holds true today, was to reach the most northerly point and the most southerly point on each continent. Excluding Antarctica, the only one we have left to reach right now is Alaska. So for us, it's kind of a big deal. We're looking forward to the ride, and we're looking to ride as far north as we can. So realistically, we're looking at Prudhoe Bay.
And you're writing a book.
Actually, I finished it. It's called Dirty Dining, an adventurer's cookbook. It's about cooking on the road.
It's not a gourmet book. It is genuinely how to go off, how to travel, how to find and cook very basic or unappealing ingredients and turn them into a meal that you really want to eat. But they're meals that Lisa cooks without ingredients that you would normally use a fridge or a freezer for. So this is real world cooking. Every recipe has a short story of where we were when we cooked it.
That's exciting.
So soon. Yeah, it's been a long time coming.
Yeah. Well, it's really good to see you guys, and thank you for being here.
It's lovely to see you.
It's lovely to see you.
Cheers.
And thanks for talking to us.
Cheers for you.
A pleasure as always.